Before launching a coaching or consulting business, there's a couple things that you absolutely need to have dialed in order to maximize the success that you want to have and shorten the timeline that you'll need in order to achieve that success. So number one is you have to have clarity around some of the people that you'd like to help and what you want to help them with, which means specifically that if you're there kind of like floundering around, or you think you know what people need, but you've never actually talked to people like that, probably going to be the wrong opportunity to jump into some kind of a coaching or consulting area. Always, I love to start with people by asking them, what have you done? What are you passionate about? What have you helped others with already? What would you do if you would do it for free? Who are the people you like to help? For example, I was always fascinated by business people. I loved entrepreneurship. I loved being around people like that, the energy, the drive, the passion. So naturally, when I launched my coaching business, I wanted to work with entrepreneurs. I'm a rabbi by background. I happen to know a lot of people that were part of a community that I was already in. And so it was very unique, the fact that I could work with entrepreneurs who come from a Jewish or at least a spiritual background in order to help them get to the next step. So number one, you really have to have some clarity around who you want to help and what you want to help them with before you launch. The second thing that's super important is to have some kind of clarity around why you're starting the business. I'm asked,
hey, your systems makes a lot of sense. There's tons of people that are successful, but who are the people that aren't successful? Where are those people? What happened to them?
And I always come back to they didn't have a compelling enough why. What that means is entrepreneurship is difficult. Becoming your own boss, reaching out to other people, creating a business where you don't have a boss telling you what to do. Everyone thinks they want it, but the reality is very, very few people. In fact, I think maybe 10% of the population are entrepreneurs, and they're 90% would rather work for someone else who is an entrepreneur. So the idea is who are these magical 10% people? They have to have a compelling why. It could be that they want to bring themselves out of poverty. It could be they want to build a better mousetrap. It could be they want to help other people. If you have that why, you can endure anyhow. And trust me, when it comes to running your business, you are going to get punched in the face consistently, right? Winston Churchill famously defined success as moving from failure to failure without losing heart or without losing patience. So you have to have a why, because the why is what keeps you going on those days when you're looking yourself in the mirror and you think, I suck, I can't do it, it's so hard, everyone's saying no. What's your why? Why is this more important for you than sitting there and taking a paycheck, doing someone else's work, building someone else's dream? The next thing you have to know before you jump into the business is you have to have clarity around where you want to go financially. See, that's an amazing, I can't tell you how many people I speak to and I'm like, well, how much money do you want to make? They're like, oh, I never thought about that before. And it's that's crazy because how do you go into building a business? How do you know how much to charge? The whole concept of why you would build a business is to create clarity around the lifestyle you want to have. We call it lifestyle design. How much money do you want to make? How many hours do you want to work? What are those things that you would want to do in order for you to actually have the life that you want? Because at the end of the day, if you have that kind of clarity, you'll have an easy time building out your dreams and allowing yourself to actually go the direction that you want to go. So again, I'm always asking you, how much money do you want to make? How many hours do you want to work? Because if you have that clarity, again, it's going to be easy to figure out who's your ideal client, what the price point should be, and really what kind of a mindset you need to get in order to actually close it. That's very important. Also, what's super crucial is you have to do something where you kind of already know what you're doing. That's going to sound a little bit not intuitive because you think,
well, why don't I get licensed to learn anything?
And it's true, you can learn anything, but if you want to build a big business quickly, what's really important is start where you already know. You probably have some level of expertise. Could be you're great as a parent, could be you're great in fitness, it could be that you've worked in a job for 25 years. What are those things that if you would be able to help other people do, it would rapidly speed up their ability to get the results they're looking for? So pick something where you have industry knowledge in order for you to be able to get started quickly. And then finally, the most important thing that you need is that you need to have clarity around the concept that I am becoming an entrepreneur. I'm building my own business. I'm growing something big. Because ultimately, if you have that framework, you're going to start to study the other people that did it. And you'll start to see that entrepreneurship is tough. People think that you're crazy.
Why are you doing this? Who are you to offer this advice? What if you fail? What if there's no insurance?
All of that stuff. But once you realize that you're in the entrepreneurial game, you're going to understand that it has rules just like anything else. Again, in any field that you go, you have to study the people that are successful, the mindset, the strategy of success. And if you have have that clarity and you're able to actually realize you're launching your own business and what are the mindset pieces you need in order to do that, you're going to find that you have an easy time building the business of your dream, helping lots of people, and making a very generous income as well. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you want more, jump over to businesslift.com. I've got a training there, a full half an hour, completely for free, where I take all of the lessons that I learned in the, actually at this point, about $250,000 I've spent on learning the craft of coaching and building coaching businesses and how to build businesses in general. And I just give you like the top 3 secrets for free. So jump over there, businesslift.com, and grab the free training. Thank you so much for your time and your attention.